San Diego's, wrought with, whatever you want, but like, how are you sourcing this shit?
I just had the contacts in the drug world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you get fired. Did you decide then to stop doing all that shit?
So I moved to the big island of Hawaii. I'm like, I got to get out of here. Right.
Really?
And the big boss was like, hey man, so I moved my truck, all my stuff. I need to get out of here. I know I need to get off opioids.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was addicted until I didn't have any more opioids. And that was I don't wish that on my worst enemy. I didn't realize what grip that had on me. And that first week, man, I didn't sleep when I ran out, I was in Hawaii in paradise and I was in hell.
Yeah.
I was in hell. Ooh. I couldn't be in my skin. It's the only way I could describe it. Didn't sleep for 5-6 days. I took myself to urgent care because I'm like, going through hell week, your head starts swelling up, your joints, things aren't going well.
Jesus, man. So what was that whole process like between, other than what you've already said of how it felt, how long it took? Like what was the whole process of coming off of that shit?
It first felt uncomfortable. Then it felt like my skin was crawling. And then it felt like something seriously wrong was happening. And then the emotional piece of me having lost my whole life was stacked on top of with it. So finally, when I went to sleep after about 6-7 days, then I kind of woke up, the fog started to lift. And then I never went back to that shit again. That was after that. But I was still taking Adderall, drinking every day and doing all that. But then I shit canned the opioids, And so I was out there for about 2-3 more months before now the money's gone. All the things gone. Everything's gone. And I'm cut and I'm isolated. And I realized I'm homeless in my truck and I don't have shit. This is how it happens. I had no money. I had no gas, so I was like in the jungle of Hawaii going straight native, and I had a sawed-off shotgun on my lap for like 3 days, and I was just thinking about icing myself. And I'm going, I was this guy, now look where I'm at. And 3 days I was there just really thinking about it, cut my phone, was talking to anybody, thinking about jumping off a cliff, but realizing it's probably not high enough. And then I go, there's a volcano over there. I could jump into the volcano. And I remember saying that to myself and I just started laughing. I'm like, dude, you're fucking insane, man. And that like brought me out of myself. I go, and you're a fucking pussy, dude. I was like, everything you're saying right now is me. I was like, you have a mom, you have a sister. What's their life going to look like if you fucking do this? So that pulled me for one moment out of my own bullshit. And I went, fuck this, I'm going in the French Foreign Legion. That's that moment I made the decision.
So what year was this?
This was 2019. This was 2019 October-ish.
So taking a couple steps back, when you moved to Hawaii, did you have any plan other than just, I need to get the fuck out of San Diego? Why Hawaii?
They had the VC boss had some business there or whatever, but I think he just kind of wanted to maroon me, get me out of because there were some other personal things involved, like in the relationships and so there was some intertwining.
Yeah.
So I needed to get out of there and he wanted me out of there and that's what happened. And so that's where I was.
You didn't have a place to stay. You were staying in your truck.
I was Airbnb in it because I had money when I first got out there, but then you don't. Then you don't, man.
Fuck, man, that's wild. Did anything else happen while you were there? You said you didn't get arrested, but even though you're not doing the opioids, you're drinking and doing Adderall and anything else?
No, man. I was just kind of doing my thing and I, making plans, what I'm going to do, what's the next step, but they're all bullshit, man, because I wasn't living right. Yeah. You can't, I was not aligned. I had no inner peace at all. I didn't understand that concept yet. And I had lost all discipline.
Yeah.
I was still going to the gym-ish, disciplined-ish. And that was that being able to lie to myself. I'm like, I still look pretty decent, that whole bullshit thing, but I have fucking absolutely no discipline.
Yeah. Were you hooking up with chicks all over the island at that time, or
No, man. I was so just like in my own head.
Yeah.
Being around people and stuff wasn't my whole thing.
So you were completely alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So in all this time, you've been through a lot. You're in Hawaii. You go through withdrawals of coming down off of opioids. You're still dabbling in booze and other prescription stuff. Growing up and up until and going through all this, was religion ever a component that you ever turned to, thought of, turned your back on, or considered at all?
I've always connected with the higher power forever. And even during this time in Hawaii, I was having like a religious experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like something weird happened out there actually, where I was taken to the book of Enoch, and like, I don't know if I was losing my mind or something was happening, but I've always felt a very strong connection and understanding of higher consciousness, God, and I'm 100% on board. And I knew I wasn't living right, but I felt like I had to be on this path or something. And I knew I needed to unfuck myself too. That was also part of it. That's what I was being told. Listen, you need to unfuck yourself and go in the French Foreign Legion. And I truly believe that that's a God experience, because I wasn't the master of that. I was not the intelligent piece in that decision.
So once you made that decision, was it like clear cut, like fuck, ditch everything and
4 days later I was in France.
Oh shit.
Like, I had my truck and stuff, and I just keep this, I'll see you in 3 years type thing, and put my stuff and boom.
In storage? Or
I
what?
took, with like a friend there, hey, keep my truck, I'll pay you to kind of keep this going. And I organized my affairs. I had no money, so I took a couple fast cash loans, like 500 fast cash loans. I was like, I'll pay this back later.
Yeah.
It cost me probably $8,000,
Yeah.
right? And then I hopped a plane, man, and went to France.
Did you have any contact with any recruiters or?
They don't exist. There's one way to do it. So you go to 2 of the pre-selection centers and knock on the fucking door.
Really?
That's it.
There's no call, no online,
Nope.
no email. You
Nope.
just show up.
It's old school.
No shit.
That's how it's been for 200 years, and they keep it like that. And I'm talking, you go to the gate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you knock on that gate on Christmas morning, they'll open it.
No shit.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
Powerful, bro. Powerful. So I land in France. It's raining. I just come from Hawaii. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here, man? It's freezing. It's freezing. I can't believe I knew this. I got no money, so I go to the shittiest hostel I could find in Paris. Mm-hmm. And I knew I couldn't go right away because I had drugs in my system. I had Adderall and amphetamines and weed and everything else. I was like, they're going to drug test me. It's the military. I knew in my experience I can clear my system in about 3 or 4 days, right? If I just kind of. So that's what I did. And I just cut everything. Pound water, was going on runs and sprints, and I ran up to the Sacré-Cœur church. It's the Sacred Heart on top. It's an old school church, man. Badass. Bricks from like the 1600s in the middle of Paris. And man, I said a prayer, bro. I said, just look out for me, man. I said, I'll do this. Just look out for, I get the chills, man, talking about it. And I was at a low point. And the night before I was like, I'll go on the Hunter's full moon, the red, big ass moon. On a Sunday night, it was raining, and I brought my DD-214. They knew, I was going to let them know who I was coming to the gate, and I went and knocked, man.
Who answered the door?
And a Mexican guy, it's a Legionnaire is going to answer it because they keep gate security. The Legion outsources nothing, so their own security is Legionnaires, and it's 24-hour rotations. And so a guy with a green beret and a FAMAS, man, knocked at a guy from Mexico. Opened the door. I said, je suis ici pour la Légion, which, I Googled right before I went in there. And he said, all right, give me your passport. And that's how it goes. And
Yeah,
I didn't see
right?
see that passport again for 2.5 years.
Yeah, because that's part of the gig, right? You basically, you're kind of turning yourself over to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so then it's, wait here. A guy who's speaking French and a Russian accent will come and get you, and then walked me back and then told me get on the pull-up bar. It was the first thing.
Really? Right away?
Right away. That's the first thing they do.
Did you speak any French other than what you Googled before showing up there?
Oui. That's it.
So, I mean, you speak it fluent now, right? Or pretty close?
It's my accent's dog shit.
Yeah.
But I can get by enough to be dangerous. Yeah. Because everything's in French.
So I'm assuming that, is it a requirement, or is it just like, you better figure it out?
It's trial by fire. Like, that it's a full immersion. The French Foreign Legion's extreme immersion.
I mean, how do you do that?
It's slow, and I'm still learning. French is hard, and our accent as Americans is brutal.
Yeah.
We butcher the French language, but you're constantly bombarded by it.
I mean, trying to think of, a military outfit. Now, granted, the training and experience that you have going into it puts you in a totally different category. But even still, like I try to imagine, a German GSG-9 guy that speaks no English that says, hey, I want to join the fucking SEAL teams, and you're trying to explain shit in English. Like, how does that even fucking work?
The Legion's been doing it for so many years that they have like a pretty good system.
I mean, so they are teaching you.
So you have French classes.
Okay.
And they're minimal though. Most of it's just on the go, OT, on the job. Legion French is simple, right? It's stripped down. It's very Spartan.
It's like prisoner handling commands.
It's Spartan French.
Yeah.
Like even the French go, it's Legion French. That's what they call it, Gotcha. So it's like a mix of other countries' words. There's like some Polish words in there and things and
slang and shit.
Yeah, a lot of slang.
Wow.